Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo and joining me tonight is the meatiest of boys, Dan Ryan. You heard me.
Were you just sitting there waiting like, oh, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I know I'm going to.
Actually, well, because I wrote this yesterday and we're recording a day later, so I actually forgot what I had said until after I had read it. So, it's like, right, yeah.
Accurate.
It's time for the May 2020.
Yeah. Love that.
It's time for the May 10, 20, 30, 40. Where Dan and I talk about notable game releases from decades past. Does 1986 finally have something to offer us? Don't make the cloud cry if you don't want to get wet, because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
But what if I do?
Well, then you should make the cloud cry. I don't remember what that's in reference to at all, by the way.
This is an interesting angle. We're kind of like tilted today. Like usually we're like dead the fuck on.
Am I tilted?
I feel like we are. Maybe I'm tilted. I don't know. I just moved my monitor like that was going to help somehow.
The camera in the Discord that you can see is slightly tilted.
Okay.
All right.
That must be
camera that the audience will see is not. That one's tilted because like my phone's in the middle. So.
I just tried to look around the corner in the game. Like, oh, can I? No, can't see it. Can't see it. I guess I'll have to walk.
I should try to turn off that autofocus thing. Because, like, ew.
I might throw up if that happens for the next two plus hours because it's a wah, 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 wah. Yeah, which is not what anybody else is going to see, but...
Where is it? There it is. And it's Nexigo. Where is Nexigo?
Nexigo.
Oh, that's right. It's in alphabetical order. And that's something. We want the camera. And we want autofocus off. And you should be good to go.
Okay.
How better?
Oh, God, so much better. Yeah, still angled, but that's okay. I can see your drum set today.
Still what?
Angled. I can see the drum set. This is a very long in-between segment. This is... Boy.
No. Well, there hasn't been anything on the Patreon for a couple of weeks now, I don't think. So
oh, no?
We should give them something. Yeah.
Oh,
so you can't tell what game's playing back there.
No, I definitely can't. I can just see light.
Yeah, I'm looking at it in my webcam now. It just looks like a rectangle of light. It's the Incredible Machine, by the way.
Oh, wonderful.
I found a 4-hour long play of the MS-DOS Incredible Machine and the even more Incredible Machine back to back. So I decided to go with that one. Seemed like the right thing to do.
I fully support it.
Like a good jockstrap, Dan fully supports it. All right. Hi, everyone. This is episode 620. It's the week of May 29th, 2026, and welcome.
Boy, that was a whole bunch of B-roll unintentionally. Good God.
For anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the hell else is going on in our lives. And speaking of which, what's shaking, Dan? What's new in the world of Dan?
Nothing much. I'm exhausted. I've done very manly things this week, Kris. I've built things. I've purchased wood from a big store and cut that wood into different shapes and put them together. No, it was we're recording. Yeah, that's it. I didn't build anything of use, of substance. I just cut wood into shapes. Fuck you. This one's the dodecahedron. How'd you do that? Don't question it. So we're recording on Saturday because it was the kid's birthday this week because they turned somehow, Kris, my children are 17 years old, which is just wild. And I want to start by thanking the listeners, particularly our Discord listeners. Earlier in the week, I shared Penny's Steam wish list with the Discord chat, and I was like, hey, if anybody, because I know a bunch of our listeners get codes for games and stuff, and she has a bunch of like old random games and a couple new ones on her list. But like, I was like, hey, if anybody happens to have a code for one of these games laying around and you would like to throw it my kid's way, you know, that would be awesome. It's her birthday. I can't share Roddy's list because he wants Deltarune and a bunch of weird shit that nobody's ever heard of and isn't even out yet. So, you know, here's Penny's list. And I think we got 3 or 4 of the games on her list, including Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which, like, did not come from a code that was purchased for her. And I don't want to, again, you know, like, I don't want to call anybody out by name. But you know who you are, and you're fucking awesome. We got Night in the Woods. She got a couple of these different things. Roddy did get Deltarune from one of the listeners, and you guys like went and spent your money on my kids, and that's fucking awesome, and not at all what I was asking, but they were so over the moon and so thrilled, and they were like, really? They got it for us? Like, they like us? And I was like, I mean, yeah, apparently. You know, that's awesome. Like, it was just so super cool, and they were just so very touched by that. So really, really thank you. You guys really are just the jolliest bunch of assholes that anybody could ever want. But yeah, we redid Roddy's room for his birthday because for a long time, it has been a much more girly room than a 17-year-old boy would want. You know, and in our efforts to be as loving and supporting and as everything that we possibly can be for him, Tiff and I made the decision, like, all right, we're going to redo this. You know what I mean? When we made the room,
race car bed.
Oh yeah, fucking race car bed. It's out of control. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Fuck, we really should have.
You really should have.
Yeah, really should. I want a race car bed. I've got a queen size frame out in my garage. I don't have a queen size mattress yet. I got a frame.
You know what?
A king. I have a queen.
You're a woodworkist. You can turn it into an extra wide car.
I have whittled you a DeLorean bed.
Dan, you could do it. There you go.
Yeah, that's good. Fucking whittle a DeLorean bed in my spare time. No, when we moved into the house, Roddy's room was an office to start with because the kids were sharing a room. And then a couple years ago, we kind of did the room the way he wanted it then. And the way he wanted it then versus who he is today was very different. So Tiff and I decided, like, we're going to redo it and we're going to make it, you know, what a 17-year-old boy's room, you know, would look like in the things that he wants.
Floor-to-ceiling porn.
Basically, yes. Just lousy with tits.
Rolls
everywhere.
Of paper towels every 3 feet.
Bunch of crusty-ass socks. Just fucking gross. Just put a bunch of smells in there too. Just smells.
Hey, should have brought those sandwiches in from work.
I really should have.
Just for ambiance.
I did have to go to, I went to Pen's room today, and I was like, bitch, your room smells like fish. What the fuck is going on? And she was like, oh, well, I had sardines the other morning for breakfast, and I didn't bring the can down. So why the fuck are you leaving a tin of sardines in your room, you fucking bitch? What's wrong with you? Fuck.
It's this very strict no food upstairs rule with the kids, and that is specifically
why I know. But I thought they're 17. They're not possibly fucking dumb enough and crazy enough to leave sardines marinating overnight. I did. I walked into her room this morning and I was like, your fucking friends are coming over today. And it smells like a fucking fish factory in here. What is happening? And I was like, is there, like, I don't even know what the fuck. And she was like, oh yeah, I had sardines for breakfast. And I was like, yeah, no, like, that's a thing you do. I get that. But like,
I don't get that.
Well, whatever.
I understand people liking sardines, but like, I'm just going to wake up in the morning and take back a can of sardines
and eat a tin of fish. Just whatever.
This is a breakfast of champions.
She's a fucking weird asshole, but she's my weird asshole and I love her. So it's fine. But anyway, so
I know you're talking about your kid, but like out of context.
Out of context, yeah. You just clip that. We'll play that as a drop later. It's fun. That's what we got to get on the drops, by the way. That's what's really holding us back.
I don't know what the drops are.
That's because that's what's holding us back, because you're not hip.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah,
no,
you are
have,
the
never
fucking.
Will be.
And hold on, let me see. Can I make them wider? These shoulders? What more can I carry? Come on.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Yes, Taylor. So anyway, this entire week has been like trying to get Roddy's room ready, building furniture. We bought him a nice, cool bed. Because his bed was fucking old and like scrolly, and it was like a day bed, and it was very pretty and elegant and that sort of thing. And that's not the type. He's not a pretty, elegant dude. Not that there would be anything wrong if that's what he wanted, but it's not what he wanted. So there's, a lot of furniture construction and, patching up holes in the walls as we move shit. I built him a custom fish tank stand that also doubles as a litter box. So like I just had to figure that shit out and make it, kind of specifically fit in the way that we wanted to orient the room. So I was doing a bunch of that shit. I had a bunch of cleanup stuff at work because I was sharing my workspace with some. I don't understand certain things, right? Like when you go to share a workspace with somebody invites you in and they're like, yes, come on in. This is yours too. Make yourself at home. When somebody says make yourself at home, they don't actually mean treat it like whatever shithole you fucking live in. They mean, feel free to put up a picture of your kids. It's like, so it's just, I've gone back to my office space. It's been used by other people for the last couple of months while I was helping out with another project in the building. And I've just had to clean it. I've just had to undo the fucking mess that was made. So short story long, I'm very tired. I have worked a lot this week, a lot of very physical work that I haven't had a week like this since pre-cancer. Right? Like I haven't like been this physically active in a little bit. And it feels good to be like this physically exhausted and whatnot. And I was able to do it and I made it through and all of those things. But yeah, I'm fucking tired, man. I'm fucking tired.
Mom,
tired.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Tired, and my kid has a smelly fish room.
Fucking yikes.
Yeah,
I have nothing to folloh that. Nothing.
No, how can you? How can you follow
a tin of sardines?
A tin of sardines fermenting, just fucking hanging out. Yeah, and it's fun. They've got a bunch of friends over right now, and they were like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "I'm going to record my podcast." And they were like, "Oh, we'll watch it." And like, they're going to watch this episode, and here I am talking shit about my daughter while they're upstairs hanging out with her. And like, I love her, but I'm going to talk shit about that because it's gross. Stop being gross.
Yeah. You do what you got to do. It's important.
It is. You're 17. I'm kicking you out in a year.
Kicking you and your sardines out.
That's right. You and your sardines can get fucked out of my house. Bye.
You need all the sardines you want in your own house.
That's right. In your tree fort or wherever the fuck you're going to go live.
Well,
Anyway.
it's time for the 10, 20, 30, 40. This is where every month Dan and I talk about notable game releases in the month that we're in, 10, 20, 30, and 40 years ago. And we've got we've got some business to attend to this time.
Doozy?
I didn't do... What's that?
We've got a doozy?
Well, I don't know. We'd call it a doozy because I did the relatively easier prep work. Last time I was just like, fuck this. It's hours of work trying to pare down like all this stuff. So what I did was I just got some basic numbers together, and I'm just gonna look at these things as we go.
Yeah,
so
I'm fine with that.
To start things off, we're heading back to May of 2016. The platforms in question are the PS3, 360, and Wii are still barely hanging on. PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U and Ouya are the current gen, and the handhelds are 3DS and Vita. So starting with the PlayStation 3, there were a whopping 4 releases.
Ooh.
MotoGP 15, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. Man, that game. I was really thrilled for that game, and then I didn't like it at all. The Call
and then
of Duty,
I played it. Yeah.
Modern Warfare Trilogy, and Rugby League Live 3. I don't think that was released in North America, but whatever. Yeah, that Ninja Turtles game was such a huge disappointment, right? Because that was Platinum Games doing the IDW Ninja Turtles run, which is my favorite comic book ever.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
And that's the problem. It was a video game that exists.
Yeah, it was just like there was nothing special about it. It looked nice.
It looked great.
But yeah, it should have been amazing.
You wanted because Platinum did Transformers Devastation, right? They did that super cool, cell shaded, that game's fucking incredible. Yes. You wanted that for the Ninja Turtles.
I wanted Platinum at the top of their game, not paying bills Platinum.
Yeah, not the phoning it in Platinum, which they do from time to time. Every now and again, they pick up a project, and we all get excited about it. Like, oh, Platinum's doing this thing, and it's like, oh, but it's a license thing, and it's going to be one of those Platinum games.
You never know until it happens, and that's one of the things that it happens. Rare used to do it all the time in the old days for NES. Like the best studios, they're running independent, and sometimes you got to pay the bills, and sometimes you have, a really tiny budget, and sometimes these things happen.
Or you could be Yacht Club and be like, man, Mina the Hollower better be great. Because fuck.
Because if it doesn't sell well, we are in trouble.
Yeah. We'll be able to talk about that next week. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah. Xbox 360's got... let's see, 6 releases, the Ninja Turtles, some game called Global Warfare, which looks like just not Call of Duty, Bubble Booster, Goat Simulator Goats, and the Modern Warfare Collection. So, feh. And the Wii has nothing until October. So let's move on to the big stuff. Let's move on to what we're actually here for, is the current generation, the PlayStation 4, with a daunting 61 new releases.
Jesus Christ.
And it's not... It's not like it's 61 good releases. It's not like, oh yeah, this is the cream of the crop right here. All these are winners. Oh, I'm past it now. Let's go to page, 25. Let's see if I can find a good place to May. Go. There we go. Look at that. That was it right there. May.
Nailed it.
So we've got obviously not its original release, but for the first time on PlayStation 4, Shadow Complex. It's a great game. It's a winner.
It's a really good game.
What else we got? Something called Coffin Dodgers.
Okay.
That's got a 36 Metascore. I'm sure that's great. Oh, here we go. Uncharted 4. That's a big one.
Uncharted Jesus Christ, 4, Uncharted 4 is so good. It's Doom so 2016. Good, man. Ah, damn it.
I really got to go back and finish the Uncharted games because I only played the first 2. And I really liked them.
Yeah, I mean, Uncharted 2, I think 2 is probably my favorite. But then it's 4.
2 is so fun.
Yeah, 2 is just out fucking standing. 3 is great. 4, they just it was one of those things of like, how do you actually wrap up this series? Like, how do you give this a satisfying conclusion, right? Because it's called A Thief's End. You know what I mean? And like such an ominous
talking about his booty.
Right? Yeah. Like, and such an ominous fucking title. Like, is Drake gonna die in this? And like, you know, it's just such a well done game. And man, like, I'm ready, Naughty Dog. And if you were wondering, like, if you needed one more person to be like, hey, Uncharted 5 would be a great idea, then I'll be the last person. You know, like, I'm ready, man. There's a really fun bit where you walk around Nate's house in that one, and you pick up a PlayStation controller and play the first level of Crash Bandicoot. Like, it's just really fucking fun. It's just such a great game. I love that game.
Well, I look forward to playing it someday. Doom 2016 came out. The original Overwatch came out.
I mean,
what else did I just see here? The Ninja Turtles game also hit PS4. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt hit PS4.
I mean, so you're kind of downplaying it, but this is a massive fucking month for PlayStation. Jesus Christ.
So far, yeah.
Uncharted 4, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Overwatch. That motherfuckers are still playing.
Yeah, Overwatch also came out on PC for the first time. I forgot to mention that. That looks like about it of note. Yeah, that's not
insane.
Bad. That's a pretty solid month right there, especially for May. Like,
yeah, right
just in the middle of
for a May. That's Jesus Christ. That's absurd.
The Xbox One had considerably fewer releases, but also a lot of those PS4 releases were like PS2 games on PSN.
Sure.
So let's see. The Xbox One had 40 releases that I counted. Let's head out to page, let's say, 20. Well, that got me to March.
Lousy Smarch weather.
Yeah. Woof. Yeah, we don't want that. So let's go with 14. Wow. That got me pretty close. Are we in June? Yeah. Oh, I was one page off. Okay, now let's see if I can get to the beginning of May. The Coffin Dodgers game is here again. That's interesting.
What the fuck is Coffin Dodgers? Never heard of that.
But nobody seems to like it. Oh, Super Hot. I've heard of that one. Super Hot hit Xbox
Super Hot's
One.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Battleborn. I've heard of that. It's a hero shooter.
Yeah. A hero shooter releasing the same month as
the original Overwatch.
As Overwatch, you say.
Yeah.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Doom 2016, The Binding of Isaac, Raiden 5.
Oh, ew. I'm looking at Coffin Dodgers right now. It's a bunch of old people doing a kart racer. And they have guns.
Yay.
Boy.
There's Overwatch again on Xbox One. Ooh, Subnautica. The original Subnautica came out on Xbox One. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Ninja Turtles game, Ollie Ollie 2.
Oh, I love Ollie Ollie 2. I love Ollie Ollie.
Tropico 5. Oddworld New and Tasty. Yeah, that seems to be about it for Witcher 3. There you go. Witcher 3 is here again.
Yeah.
Dead Island Definitive Collection, Hitman Episode 3.
Also a big month. Like that.
Yeah,
those games are certainly not for me. Like, I've never been an Oddworld guy. I don't know why, because I feel like those games should speak to me, right? Like, there's a lot of like the They just kind of seem like my type of game, right? I've just never been able to get into them. Same thing with like the Tropico games. Like, I recognize that these are really well made and really, really good at what they're doing. It's just not for me. It's why I'm a PlayStation kid. Kid, fuck. Way too old to be a kid. It's why I'm a PlayStation guy, because I got Uncharted this month. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, the Wii U had looks like 19 releases, and yeah, exactly, none of those. Literally, the only thing that looks worth even mentioning here is Super Meat Boy. Which, Super Meat Boy is great, and it was wonderful that it finally landed on Wii U, because it was originally intended to be a Wii game.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else is just some eShop slop. So,
Super Meat Boy really is fucking outstanding. They really, really nailed that difficult but fair thing that it's so
with
hard.
A great personality to boot. With just such a fun personality, yeah.
It's so hard to thread that fucking needle, but like there is nothing in Super Meat Boy that feels unfair. Right? Very similar to like something like Cuphead.
As far as I know, I've only gotten so far in it because I can't get any farther.
I've only played the first level, but it seems great.
I think I got a good 3/4 of the way through the game before it just became too much for me. But I definitely got far in it, but I played it on 360.
Yeah. But always fair. Like it never felt like this is unfair and impossible. It's just I'm not good enough, and that's okay. Because I'm also not in my teens or 20s anymore. You know,
I'm not good enough for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The Ouya had one release this month, Black Hole.
Ooh, yeah.
Good job, Ouya. Way to stick with it. Meanwhile, we have on the handheld department the 3DS with 9 releases, the Vita with 14. Let's see what's cooking over on the 3DS. See if we got any big winners over here. 3DS.
As an aside, one of the kids, I don't know if they brought it for Roddy or Penn, but they brought them a 3DS game today. Brought them fucking Chrono Trigger on the 3DS. I was like, holy shit. So you brought that for me? That's awesome.
Yeah. DS Chrono Trigger is good.
Yeah. I mean, it's Chrono Trigger. So, like...
Yeah. Pocket Card Jockey. I'm not seeing anything. There's a game called Digger Dan DX. Is that about you?
Yes.
There's Epic Word Search. This isn't good. But Pocket Card Jockey is apparently ridiculously fun. Was that a Game Freak? No, who is that? Pocket Card Jockey. I know this one.
Yeah.
Metacritic is not giving me all the info on it.
It's a thing, though.
Who made Pocket Card Jockey? Yeah, they made a new one on phones, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that.
Pocket Card Jockey. Was Game Freak. Yep, that's it. It's a Game Freak. Yeah. Game Freak joint. I'm sorry, Watch. I'm not going to stand. I'm not going to hit my goals today, Watch. It's going to have to be okay with you.
And you're going to have to be okay with that.
Pretty lame month for the 3DS. See if the Vita does any better. I doubt it. It rarely does. So let's see. April and May for the Vita gets us. Out of April. Let's see. Never-Ending Nightmares, Corridor Z, Mega Tag Mention. The Last Blade 2. Oh, Downwell was kind of neat.
Last Blade 2 is pretty cool. Downwell's okay.
Yep. Nope. That's just a bunch of Garbo too. Yeah. All right. Not off to the best. An auspicious start. Look, the PS4 and Xbox One did well this month. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Very, very
solid month for them. And like, really, I feel like we skipped over how good Doom 2016 was too. I absolutely love that game.
I didn't play it. I didn't play it.
I loved it, and
I know you did.
Would like to play it again someday.
Yeah,
because it was really good. But anyway, enough about me. Let's kill you. Let's go back to year 2006 now. And we are talking about May 2006 with PS2, Xbox, GameCube. 360 is on the market. PS3 and Wii aren't until November. Handhelds are GBA, DS, PSP, and N-Gage. N-Gage still exists, but apparently will have one more game release in March of 2008.
Okay.
So we're talking May 2006. It was done, I think, last month, except for one more game that comes out in 2 years.
Wow.
So weird. Anyways, any hoozles.
Glad I have it.
PlayStation 2.
Thanks, Jay. Yeah.
PlayStation 2 with 14 releases. That's kind of a low number for PS2.
It is. Except all of them are incredible.
We're in 2006. We're in 2006. So there's it's coming towards the end of its life cycle. April, and June. So May's in here somewhere. Let's see. We've got Gallop Racer 2006, Championship Manager 2005, DreamWorks Over the Hedge. Oh, X-Men 3, the official game. That was actually pretty okay, I think. Was that? No, that was the Wolverine one I'm thinking of.
No, the Wolverine games.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, Jaws Unleashed.
X-Men game.
Jaws Unleashed. That game was very stupid and very fun. Teen Titans, Steamboat Chronicles, Hitman Blood Money. And that's it.
I feel like
okay.
that Hitman game is probably a bigger deal than either you or I will give it credit for, because we just don't like the Hitman games.
It's got an 83 Metascore. Rogue Trooper was a game that happened. Look, I remember that Jaws Unleashed being noteworthy. The X-Men official game was noteworthy-ish. It doesn't look like any real heavy hitters here.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
I'm all right with it.
No heavy hitters. Let's see about the Xbox. Let's see about the old Xbox, the Microsoft machine, the giant mammoth system that was so heavy it ripped through its own cardboard boxes.
That's right.
Also,
the Xbox, which is now, we didn't report on this last week, but is now known as Xbox. They changed the number of capitals in it. They made a press release about that. Xbox is now Xbox. Yeah.
Well, it's about damn time. if I do say so myself. Over the Hedge, Jaws Unleashed, it's the same games. It's a Hitman Blood Money. There doesn't appear to be anything different here. Okay, fine, whatever. Xbox, PlayStation. Have a nice mediocre month. What about the GameCube? GameCube got anything good for us this month? Be our savior. May. Over the Hedge, X-Men, Teen Titans. That's it. Just those three.
Same things.
So same things, except less of them. Boy, May was a brutal month. What about the 360? Huh? Did 360 have anything sexy for us? That's March. Whoa, get back here. What did I click on?
Hey now.
I should be doing this in Brave, so I don't have to deal with these pop-up ads. Let's see, May. Uno, X-Men the official game. This looks like there's some DLC for Oblivion. Rockstar Games Table Tennis. That was actually kind of cool. And
that was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was a pretty fun game.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, I played this Xbox Live Uno game a lot. I remember doing a lot. I spent a lot of time just playing randos online Uno with Xbox Live. I definitely did that. Okay, not terrible. Solid. Or at least solid adjace.
Solid adjace.
The portables. So GBA, DS, and PSP. Game Boy Advance. What you got for us, Game Boy Advance? Anything good? Looks like the Game Boy Advance had 6 releases. Let's see what they were, Dan. What do you think?
Bated.
Are you
bated
the edge
breath
of your seat? We have Dr. Sudoku, Over the Hedge, Garfield and His 9 Lives, Die Wilden Fußball.
Oh.
That was definitely not an American game. Tringo, the. Yeah, that's not in English at all, so that game doesn't count. Because we're in America, goddammit. Yeah, no, that's it. Nothing for Game Boy Advance worth writing home about. What about the DS? Come on, DS, give me some winners here. DS had 6 releases as well. I wonder if they're the same 6. I doubt it. Oh my god. All right, well, so let's see. We had Miss Spider's Sunny something or other, something called Dino Master, X-Men the Official Game, Top Gun, Over the Hedge, and one of the biggest games ever released, the original New Super Mario Brothers.
Ooh.
Absolutely fucking massive. That game sold 80 bajillion copies. Reintroduced 2D Mario games to the world, and it was worth everything that it earned everything that it got. It was a really great game. It was a wonderful take on 2D Mario games. It earned the name New Super Mario Brothers by being a combination of the old and with newer sensibilities. It was a great game, and it unfortunately turned into a very a lackluster run of 2D Mario games, where they really kind of lost a lot of the imagination in it. But seriously, this one right here, if this game was the only one of its kind, it would have been an all-time Mario game.
Huge thing.
I mean, I think it would be looked back on more fondly. I mean, it couldn't have been any more huge than it was. I mean, Jesus, it was a New Super Mario Brothers sales. The original New Super Mario Brothers for Nintendo DS sold 30.8 million copies.
That's not very many. It's not a big
New
deal.
Super Mario Brothers Wii was right behind it at 30.3 million, which is just insane.
Yeah.
And then it drops off to like New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe for Switch. It was at 16 million. New Super Mario 2 on 3DS was 13 million, and the original New Super Mario Bros. U on Wii U was only 5.82 million, which is just sad, because that was better than New Super Mario Bros. 2, but it was on the Wii U. But yeah, 30.8 million copies. This game was just a humongous success, and it was a fantastic release too. So that's your Megaton for no question for this month.
Yeah, without question. Certainly not my cup of tea, right? My Mario fandom is very firmly established in the Super Mario Brothers 2 / land weird corner of like, there's 6 of us and we're over here. And we're like, fuck you. These are the best. You don't know shit. Like, I get that. No denying how good that game is. And just how far they all dropped off, like you said, just
it's
diminishing
less that
returns.
They dropped off, and more that they just kept making the same one. Like,
just diminishing
returns. The thing
returns.
About Mario games that made them so interesting is that every single time they would come out, it was just like nothing looked like the other one. They were just these radical reinventions all the time. It was new art, new assets, new everything. They were always different.
New gameplay mechanics,
like,
new.
Well, here is this again and again.
Yeah. Fucking lame.
And closing out this year would be the PSP with NBA Ballers, Rebound, FIFA World Cup, Field Commander, Lemmings.
Field Commander? That game's fucking dope as shit.
Is it?
Legit. It's a realistic Advance Wars. So it loses.
It's a turn-based strategy thing.
Yeah, it loses all the charm of Advance Wars, but the gameplay loop is a hot take for a fucking 20-year-old game, is just as good, I think, as Advance Wars. Field Commander is fucking great. It just looks like a realistic kind of thing. And I get it, right? Like, if Advance Wars exists, you don't just do that thing. You're not going to out Nintendo, right? When you're doing a thing.
No.
It's a portable system. We're doing our handheld RTS kind of thing. It's an outstanding fucking game.
Well, I mean, that's good to hear, but it also had a really solid version of Lemmings and Monster Hunter Freedom. So
yeah.
That's pretty fucking solid right there.
That's good shit.
That's none too shabby for the PSP. Well done. The handheld's coming in the clutch.
Right?
Because
it's wild to me how unsuccessful the PSP and the Vita are in the, like, that we're not still talking about the next version of them. Because there are some really, really good fucking games on both of those systems. But they just never...
the Vita was marketed weird, and the because the Vita had this like, oh, well, do you need the mobile subscription to it? Like, they were really vague about all that stuff. It was just a strangely put together system that Sony didn't seem to put a whole lot behind. Whereas the PSP, Sony put all this stuff behind it, but the UMD format was a disaster.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah. I mean, that's certainly part of it. Yeah, I don't know.
The DS took off the way that it did, you know? The DS, with its clamshell design and unbreakable games, the PSP was like, it was a bit more pricey. It was a lot more fragile.
A lot more fragile.
That was a problem for a portable system. You got to be able to drop it.
It is an outstanding system if you're looking to run like an everyday carry kind of emulation setup. The Vita is, and the PSP too. Like, you can crack the firmware on both of those pretty easily, and they're pretty great for that. Which is not the legacy you want for your fucking handheld.
No, not so much.
Yeah.
Well, let's travel back to the 30 to May 1996. We're talking arcades, Super NES, Sega Genesis, Neo Geo CD, Jaguar CD, 3DO, and the PlayStation 1 is out, the Saturn is out, the N64 is still a few months away, and Game Boy and Game Gear bringing things up in the handheld department. So in the arcades, the original Metal Slug was released. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which, we'll get to again once Neo Geo happens, because that's the same thing. But yeah, as far as arcades,
Metal Slug's awesome.
Was Metal Slug. The 16-bit platforms coming up from behind here. The Super NES had 2 releases, whereas the Genesis had only 1. Those are our big competitors. So let's see, what were the 2 releases on Super Nintendo? I should have just written those down because it's only 2. But we're looking at 96. Yeah, and Super Nintendo was a bit long in the tooth by 96. There's still some big games coming for sure. There was still some very cool stuff happening, but they were gearing up for N64 at this time. So what was happening? May of 96. Ooh. Well, let me get Genesis out of the way then. Genesis.
You're like Holt having a marshmallow, which is not a reference you get because you didn't watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but that was Holt having a marshmallow through and through.
Okay, well, the Sega Genesis 1 release was Marsupilami, where the Super Nintendo countered with Power Pigs of the Dark Age and a little something called Super Mario RPG: The Legend of the Seven Stars.
What a piece of shit game that everyone hates.
Yeah, if you're only going to have 2 games release, make sure one of them's Mario RPG. Jeez, Mario RPG.
Yeah, make sure one of them's Super Mario RPG. Fuck, man.
Squaresoft and Nintendo teaming up to make an Uber RPG, and it is so goddamn good. It is just as good today as it was back then. The Switch remake is a masterpiece, but the original is still phenomenal on its own right. God, what a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question. That wins, at least between Genesis and Super Nintendo, hands down, no question.
Yeah. Over Marsupilami, I mean, I know I had a hot take earlier on a 20-year-old game, and now we're 30 years later, and that's a bit of a hot take, Chris, but because, I mean, the fucking Marsupilami fans won't shut the fuck up about it, honestly, and it's a little tired. It really is. It is. I mean, how often do we get emails about Marsupilami? I mean, 2-3 times a day. At least. And I'm like, I hear you, Marsupilami fans. I get it. I get it. It's great. But, come on.
The only thing that would have made Mario RPG better is if there was a
marsupials,
a really long-tailed marsupial of some sort.
Yeah.
In it. But alas, that's not the world we live in. As far as the I guess Neo Geo is part of that generation. Neo Geo was Metal Slug and Over Top. Again,
I don't know Over Top.
Metal Slug's really cool, but I don't know Over Top either. It's a racing game
Over the Top.
Sort.
The Sylvester Stallone documentary.
This is not that. It is the spiritual successor to a game called Thrash Rally.
Is it? Oh, Thrash Rally? Fuck.
The Thrash Rally?
The Thrash Rally? Son of a bitch bastard. Lead with that next time. Fuck Super Mario RPG. Fuck all those Marsupilami assholes. Thrash Rally is fucking the bee's tits. That's where it is, Chris. Come on now.
Oh, boy. The Atari Jaguar and Jaguar CD don't have anything for a little while. They're not dead yet, but they're still kicking. The 3DO had one game called Snow Job.
Had one of those before.
Mm-hmm. So that means
Just
it's time for PlayStation and Saturn. PlayStation had 4 releases. Saturn had 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I remember this now. I think the Saturn had another good month. Let's see here. PlayStation, May, we're looking at Skeleton Warriors, V-Tennis, Silverlode, and the original Battle Arena Toshinden. Oh, sorry. No, this was Battle Arena Toshinden 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Even better, theoretically.
Yeah.
I never cared for them.
Yeah, they were fine.
They never hooked me. They're fine. They're fine.
That wasn't a great month. Let's see how the Saturn did with its 7 releases. Because we had, what was it, last month or the month before, where the Saturn was like, okay, mop the floor with the PlayStation that month. Let's see what we got. Yeah. May 96 for the Saturn, we got the original Wipeout, Iron Storm, Earthworm Jim 2, Slam and Jam 96, WrestleMania the arcade game, Striker 96, Virtual Open Tennis. I mean, I'd say all in all stronger just from numbers. There's nothing really bad on there per se. Earthworm Jim 2 on Saturn was pretty solid, but nothing that's like no system sellers this month. Wipeout's great. But,
I don't know if you remember that WrestleMania the arcade game. That was the
that was like the digitized graphics and
the
like
midway joint.
Yeah. That game was pretty fun.
I used to play the shit out of that at the Fuddruckers in Turnersville. That was like we would go out when we would like take my grandmother shopping on Tuesdays. That was like a family thing we did. We would go to Fuddruckers every couple of weeks because she loved a good burger. She was a good American woman who loved a good cheeseburger and a milkshake, a good chocolate malt. Love the meme.
It brings all the boys to the yard.
It definitely did. She was a goer. Sorry. It's where I learned it from. But anyway, like I would always bring a couple of bucks with me, and I would just go play the shit out of that WrestleMania the arcade game because it's so fucking weird. It is not a professional wrestling game, even in the slightest. I don't know that I would go so far as to call it a fighting game, but it's much more akin to like a 2D fighter than it is a wrestling game.
Yeah, they really just tried to mix and match professional wrestling with Mortal Kombat, more or less.
Yeah. It's a weird-ass game.
It is weird.
It's got a really fun version of Doink the Clown in it, though.
I was just going to say, Doink the Clown was in that one.
Yeah, so that's pretty great. Yeah.
Well, over in the handheld department, Game Boy had 3, Game Gear had 2. The Game Gear's games were Arena, Maze of Death, and Baku Baku Animal, whereas the Game Boy had Dragonheart, Toy Story, and Kirby's Block Ball. Kirby's Block Ball is a very fun game.
Dragonheart, the Sean Connery vehicle?
Yes, this was Dragonheart Fire and Steel.
Ooh.
loosely based on the 1996 fantasy adventure film Dragonheart. I've never
you
played
want to
it.
talk
I can't
about
imagine it's good.
Piece of shit movie.
And I loved that movie. It is a piece of shit, but when it came out, I loved it.
Piece of shit movie. I mean, the kid. I came
Dennis
home.
Quaid, isn't he like a complete piece of trash?
I came home from the store, and the kids. I went out to the store because I had to buy a Switch 2 AC adapter because I don't know what the fuck happened to our Switch 2 AC adapter. So I had to buy one so I could get it playing on the TV because the kids were like, we really want to play Mario Kart World and whatever. So I went to Best Buy and I grabbed the AC adapter. And I also got a Game Sir controller because they were on sale for like $25. So I'll be really curious to see how that goes. We need another controller in the house anyway. But when I got back, the kids were watching on purpose the Super Mario Brothers movie, the John Leguizamo Super Mario Brothers movie. Yeah. That is an infinitely better film than Dragonheart. It is the fucking Godfather compared to Dragonheart. That is how big a piece of shit movie Dragonheart is.
I really liked the story of Dragonheart. I liked the idea of it. Just as
everything about it should have worked.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Connery as a CG dragon is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just not good.
I know you were wondering. The Knicks made the first 3-pointer of the game. By the way, Chris, the game just started. The Knicks are up 2-0 on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cat just hit a 3.
Well, thank
Knicks
heavens,
in 4.
My heart was in my throat.
I know it was. I'm here for you. I'll let you know. Mikal Bridges just driving to the fucking hoop. Fuck them picks. You don't get it because you don't like the Knicks, but it's okay.
Meanwhile,
anyway, fuck Dragonheart. I think is ultimately the message of this episode. Dragonheart sucks, and if you like it, you should feel bad about yourself.
I do like it, and I do feel bad about myself.
See? This is what I'm saying. You should reevaluate all of your life choices that have brought you to this moment.
May 1986. We finally have some games in 1986. We are so back.
We are so Fuck you. God, I hate that shit. I just got so fucking angry internally when you did that. I almost hung up. I almost did, because there is a Knicks game to watch. It's the fucking playoffs. I don't have to do this shit. I've put in 11 years. I could take a fucking night off. I did this through chemo. Don't you fucking tempt me with a good time.
Well, what else is so back is the Intellivision.
I hate you so much. I really do.
According to the Atari Archive, in 1986... the Intellivision re-entered national storefront distribution by before July, as in May, as Toys R Us agrees to begin stocking games and hardware due to successful test market sales in New York and Los Angeles. So they, in addition to repackaging some other old Intellivision games, in May, they released Championship Tennis and World Cup Soccer for the Intellivision in May of 1986.
Bitch.
Now we're on ice again until August.
Stupid. Was that also Tallarico?
No. Should have been. You know what? It seems like a stupid idea, but also like not completely, because they weren't alone. The Atari 2600 is going to start making its comeback in July. There was a market for these older systems, right? Because the NES and stuff is just happening. Yeah, these you still have these platforms. Let's make discount versions of the platforms themselves and put the games out for super cheap. And it did okay. So the Intellivision, there it is. We're back with 2 releases. The 5200 is not dead yet, but it won't have anything new till September. The ColecoVision's done until November of '88. Okay. The NES still has nothing until next month. Next month is that's when we got the actual nationwide rollout of NES. We're going to start seeing
That's
games.
when we take it out and wag it around.
That's right. The Master System isn't out till September. The Game & Watch doesn't have anything until next month. But this month saw the official launch, finally overdue launch, the Atari 7800.
Ooh.
May 1986. Atari 7800 started hitting stores in May of 86 with Pole Position 2 as a pack-in title. All the games, the launch games, were Asteroids, Centipede, Dig Dug, Food Fight, Joust, Ms. Pac-Man, Pole Position 2, and Robotron 2084. Food Fight being notable as the only home console release of that game. I think like ever.
Food Fight being notable as the only unrecognizable name among that list of heavy fucking hitter arcade releases.
Yeah, I mean, like, so the NES hasn't really truly changed the market yet, but this was like,
right.
Here's the Atari 7800 dropping their version of Pole Position 2 was pretty impressive compared to any other racing games on the home market at the time.
Certainly.
And then, these games, Centipede, Asteroids, you've played all these before. They have had home releases plenty of times before, and these ones aren't like so much better that it's like, wow, I better buy a new game system for that shit. Stat.
But they are better.
They are better. Pole Position 2 made a pretty nice, pretty good impression for the system itself. And I think Robotron was pretty solid on it too.
Yeah.
And Food Fight, which is a pretty fun game.
I've never played it.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
anyway.
Okay. I actually played it for the first time in Atari 50, and it's a pretty fun little game.
Okay. If you played it for the first time in Atari 50, then I was correct in my initial assumption. I have never played it. That seems fucking a safe bet.
Indeed, you are correct.
Yeah.
So with 1986 is finally coming back. Now, granted, so this launched in May. It's not going to have any more games until August.
Not what you want. Not if you're trying to move a system. That is a really, what are you guys fucking doing?
I mean, honestly, it looks like the 7800, it was on ice for a long time. It was made, and then they just kind of let it sit. They're like, now we're not going to release this. And then they were like, oh, there's a little spark of life in the industry. Let's release it now that it's just a little outdated in comparison to its competition. Yeah. And it really didn't do anything until like 88. Like 87, there's 3 releases in 1987 as far as I can tell.
That's not much.
That's not enough. Not enough.
It's just wild when you think of like the Atari legacy, right? Like, the legacy is the 2600, not the 5200, not the 7800. It's the 2600. That's the one that anybody still gives a shit about. When that
was them, the top of their game.
Yeah, it's just wild.
Well, with that's going to wrap up this month's 10, 20, 30, 40 and bring us to our first break. When we come back, we are going to talk about what's going on in Week Old News. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. Do you miss the days when you'd get a fresh issue of Nintendo Power in the mail every month? It was stacked with reviews, previews, and all manner of cool new stuff about the world of Nintendo, and it even came with a free poster. Well, you don't have to miss those days anymore because Nintendo Force is here. Functioning as a spiritual successor to Nintendo's classic magazine, Nintendo Force is staffed with top-notch writing talent, and me for some reason, to deliver fresh new reviews, previews, and more right to your door every other month. And yes, posters are still included, except ours are double-sided. So if you want the thrill of learning all about the world of Nintendo in physical format, head on over to NintendoForceMagazine.com and learn all about it. Nintendo Force Magazine, the force of Nintendo fans.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org. Let's shit all over PlayStation.
Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Hi, everyone. We are back. We have returned. The Phillies beat the Guardians. That was fun. So I'm going to turn that stream off.
Knicks are up by 10.
That's great. That's wonderful.
It is.
And we're going to jump right into some week-old news, right? Because it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for the thing I just said. Welcome to Week Old News. We're talking about all the news that was new a week ago. Dan, why don't you kick us off with this litany of PlayStation bad news here.
I was going to say, maybe we start with the Embracer Group one and then spend like the next 10 minutes shitting on Sony.
Right, because it's like industry, business, and legal. We've got 1, 2, 3 Sony and 1 Sony adjacent because it's about Bungie. So I'll take Embracer. Well,
they own Bungie, and then that's fucking Sony.
That's fucking Sony. All right, well, let's see. Embracer, let's see. This is Gematsu Embracer Group to split into 2 companies, Fellowship Entertainment and Embracer. Didn't we know this?
I don't know. This was just announced last week, though, on the 20th, or earlier this week on the 20th.
Was this... Yeah, or like, was this rumored a while back or something?
Maybe.
I feel like because Embracer was starting to like, they bought everything in the world and then it just wasn't working out for them, and I feel like they were talking about doing this a while ago. This is something.
Well, they sold off a few
this,
things.
Yeah, but okay, Fellowship Entertainment and Embracer is officially happening. I feel like they talked about this a while back, and I guess now it's just happening. So Fellowship Entertainment, an intellectual property-led entertainment company built around game development, publishing, and a licensing focus, as the stewards of The Lord of the Rings, Tomb Raider, and many other great intellectual properties. Net sales of SEK, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. Embracer, a natural home for proven entrepreneurs, supported by a more efficient structure with enhanced governance, tighter cost control, and disciplined capital allocation.
Translation, we spent a bunch of money and it didn't work, so fuck.
We have overextended ourselves. Let's see.
Yeah.
Embracer has deep heritage including Asper, Beamdog, Crazy Labs, Deca, Demiurge, DPI Merchandising, Limited Run Games, Milestone, Playon Partners, Playon Pictures, THQ Nordic, Tripwire, and Vertigo Games. Intellectual properties include owned IP such as Arizona Sunrise, Biomutant, Destroy All Humans. Really starting us off with the big ones here, huh? Desperados, Gothic, Killing Floor, Kingdom of Amalur, MX vs. ATV, Reanimal, Ride, Screamer, Titan Quest, Wreckfest, and many more IP, such as well-known licenses as Hot Wheels Unleashed and SpongeBob. But wow, to talk about a list of D-tier games.
Yeah.
Wowzers. Okay. Well, you know what? Good for them.
Fellowship, the ones right up above that, that's where the actual shit is. They've got 4A Games, Crystal Dynamics, Dark Horse, Eidos Montreal, Flying Wild Hog, Middle Earth Enterprises, Red Octane, Darksiders, Dead Island, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Metro, Remnant, The Hobbit, which was not good, The Lord of the Rings, Tomb Raider, and a ton of other things. So I just want there to be more good Tomb Raider games. I fucking love that reboot series so much, and I'm really excited for this remaster of the first one. I hope this is good. I know a lot of people, as I was reading shit this week, were like really excited for what the future of Lord of the Rings games might look like. I just don't care. I'm very happy that it exists. It's just never really been for me. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. The movies are okay. Never going to watch the extended cuts. No, they're fine. They're fine. They're aggressively fine.
They are. Stop. You're so
aggressively fine.
You're so full of shit. Your eyes are turning brown. Lord of the Rings movies are phenomenal.
That is my opinion. I find them to be...
Then say, I think they're fine. Not they're fine. You're asserting
my
that
opinion
they're fine.
is...
And I'm asserting that you're full of shit.
I am right, obviously.
You are very not. God, I fucking love those movies. They're so good.
I know, like, I remember when those fucking extended editions came out and people were like, oh, there's going to be so much more of it. And I was like, but fucking why though? But like, why though? What more do you need to see? We walked for another 2 hours. Fucking eat a dick. I don't care.
I think it's the Two Towers extended one that pisses me off so much because it's like, there's shit in there that they really should have kept. No, it must have been Return of the King, because it's like you get to see Saruman die, and like it doesn't happen. It's just like he's just dead off screen in the theatrical ones. Like, but why? Why would you lose this?
Why did you cut that?
This seems like a pretty important plot point here.
Yeah.
And then, like, just like in the books, because I never read all the books. I noped the fuck out during Fellowship because of how goddamn wordy it was. Yeah. And, like, the extended version of Fellowship is really similar. It's like the first chunk of the movie is just like, and this is why the hairs are on the hobbits' feet, and we're going to talk about all the things about all the hobbits the whole fucking time. And it's like, damn, dude. Okay. And, like, yes, it does do... The movies do a few major changes that I fundamentally disagree with from what happens in the books, primarily the fact that the Shire doesn't get destroyed, because that was... War touches everything. That's kind of one of the big points, and that no longer happens in the movies. But outside of that, I fucking love those movies.
Yeah, they're fine.
Fuck off. Go talk about Sony.
All right, let's shit on Sony. So,
all right, let's get to work here.
Yeah, let's Push Square reports PS Plus price increase also hit extra and premium tiers. Here are all the new prices. So, PlayStation Plus, it's a pretty good service overall. It's not worth the money necessarily, especially because you have to have it for online play and all of those things. But their original communication that came out, this is where it's kind of shitty. The original communication that Sony put out said, starting the 20th of May, PS Plus prices for new customers will increase in select regions. But it only mentioned the PS Plus essential prices. It said due to ongoing market conditions, prices will start at $10.99 USD, 9.99 euros, whatever. There's other places, I don't give a fuck, for 1 month subscriptions, and $27.99 USD for 3 month subscriptions. Okay, so that's what they put out there for the essential pricing. What they neglected to mention was that the 1 month cost of PS Plus Extra is going from $14.99 to $16.99, and the PS Plus Premium is going from $17.99 to $19.99 for 1 month, and then the 3 month is going from $40 to $44 and $50 to $55 US. And that's just kind of shitty. Like, you put out a press release, but you only mentioned one of your tiers. And that's not cool. I don't care for that. And it kicked off a week of Sony kind of just being Sony again and not in the way that you want them to, right? Do you want to take the next one, or do you want me to just go through all of these?
No, I'm really enjoying you handling this.
Push Square also reports that Sony has confirmed their shift back to PS5 single-player exclusive games. Herman Hulst has said so in an internal meeting. He is the PlayStation Studio business CEO, told staff in a town hall meeting this past Monday that the company's, and this is an important distinction, the company's narrative single-player games will be PlayStation exclusive. So anybody who was excited about the possibility of first-person Sony games eventually coming to PC, as many of their games have, or maybe making their way to Xbox at some point, that's gone. So in the article, it does explain that Tokon Fighting Souls will receive multi-platform release, but anything single-player, such as Ghost of Yotei, will stay only on PlayStation 5. This is coming about a week after Microsoft had said that they were going to be reevaluating their stance on first-party Xbox games making their way to other consoles. A lot of people do see this as a good move. I personally hate this because I just fucking hate exclusivity in perpetuity. I get it at the beginning, but, you know, it's not great. What really sucks...
I would kind of disagree with it. I think... We've had this conversation a bunch of times. I really think exclusivity is what gives a console a lot of its personality. And if you've got the notion like, well, I'll just wait 6 months and then I'll get it. Holy shit,
your signal has dropped out completely.
Yeah, I am. My internet is not doing very well right now. It is almost completely toast. But my camera is still going, so you keep talking.
Okay. Push Square also reports, it's nuts. Major PS5 security vulnerability exposed and we're all at risk. A social engineering scam has been uncovered. A major PSN security vulnerability has been exposed. Any one of us could become a victim unless Sony tightens up its processes. Here's what you need to know. It's not necessarily a hole in Sony's network. It is not a hack in the traditional sense. It does not involve breaching PSN and extracting information. Does not involve phishing or extracting information from users via misleading web pages or emails. It is a social engineering scam which relies on the exposure of some minor personal details such as an email address and a transaction date. In essence, it's possible to commandeer someone's PSN account by taking advantage of sympathetic customer service representatives who will accept just a few pieces of information. They then go on to talk about, in this article, there was a big podcast interview about it. One of the concerns here is that this is information that you could get, right? Like security information that they are accepting from somebody's trophy data. If you started earning trophies in Resident Evil Requiem on the 27th of February, it's a safe assumption to say, hey, I just bought Resident Evil Requiem and I need help getting into my account, because that's the day that you started earning trophies, right? Once people get access to your account, they can change your email address, disable your two-factor authentication, remove all your passkeys, and then you can be locked out of your account. And that is fucking awful, because getting locked out of your account and then getting back into it is so much more difficult. And always has been, like on all of these things, right? You get your shit stolen, and then it's so hard to get it back, because life is not fair, I guess. But just a shitty thing to happen to PlayStation users, just exposing that vulnerability. And to wrap it all up, Push Square also reports that Bungie the absolute worst video game acquisition, I think, in history, is not making Destiny 3, and that the dev is going to be rocked by significant layoffs. Bungie announced that they are going to wind down their content support for Destiny 2 in June. They have said that they are going to be working on a new beginning for the developer, which is not what you want to hear on your multi-billion-dollar investment who has just released Marathon, and it isn't doing great. And a significant amount of layoffs further damaging this brand. This $3.6 billion acquisition for Sony just a few years ago, it's just been a massive fucking failure. Just an absolute massive failure, and has been a relatively shitty week for PlayStation news. None of that is what you want to hear. What you want to hear is that, like, their state of play that's coming out is on June 2nd, and it's apparently going to be 90 minutes long, and it's going to have Wolverine and maybe some other new shit that we don't know about, and it isn't all that exciting. Oh, yeah, and by the way, Bungie fucking sucks, and it was a waste of goddamn money, and people can lock you out of your account, and, you know, like, and none of our games are coming to PC. Fuck you, buy a $900 PS Pro. Like, it's just... Man, that sucks.
It's rough. It's definitely a little rough. Like I think that the exclusivity thing is a good move for Sony. I think it's a good allocation of their resources to not focus on putting their games on other platforms. I feel pretty strongly about that. But yeah, the rest of that is not spectacular. It's
not what you want.
It's and especially when you mentioned the $900 PS5 Pro, it's just like, man, it's such a brutal time for everything.
For like, absolutely everything.
Just absolutely everything. It's brutal, and I hate that this is where it's at. That keeping up with new games is such an investment, because even if the games themselves haven't gotten that much more expensive, they've still gotten more expensive, but everything else in life has gotten more expensive. So it's like finding the $60-$70. Like I'm thinking about Star Fox. Like, of course I've got to get Star Fox, but I really have to think about it now. Like, okay, I got to get it straight away. Like, I really wanted to try that Yoshi game. I don't think it's for me, but I'm a big fan of Yoshi games.
Reviewing well.
Yeah, it's very divisive on the reviews. I'm seeing like some high reviews and a lot of lower reviews. It's like it's kind of all over the map, and it made me think like I'd like to try this one, but I can't justify dropping the money on trying it. You know, it's not something that if I don't like it, then I'm out a bunch of money, and I can't afford that. I can't make those decisions right now. It's a bummer to be where we are in the games industry, where game systems are getting more expensive, which is just the most insane thing. Yeah, like, everything's supposed to get less expensive as time goes on. Technology is supposed to get cheaper the older it is, and it's like no. New stuff's going to be more expensive, and the old stuff's going to keep up. No, no,
it's just wild. I mean, I'm looking at this Yoshi game, right? It's a new Yoshi game, right? Like, not available on Switch. This is a Switch 2 Yoshi title. You're hoping that it's going to just knock it out of the park, and it's got an 80, which is fine, and that's what every Yoshi game has been, right?
Now,
like,
I will give this one a bit of a pass, just because it is trying something new.
But they all are.
No, they really aren't. No, they really aren't. The Yoshi games are absolutely not trying something new. They're trying to be Yoshi's Island and doing a fucking dog shit job of it.
I mean,
this one,
Woolly World is trying to be Yoshi's. I don't know. I didn't play it.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
and Woolly World feels so much more like Yoshi. Like it got the spirit of it right, as far as like, you know, just the way that it plays, the way that it feels to play. It felt the most like Yoshi's Island, whereas the other ones feel like these pale imitations of it. This one, from a gameplay perspective, is very different. This is like kind of a puzzly game almost. Like it's a platformer about exploring, not about, you know, bopping enemies and spitting out eggs and stuff like it. I was just actually talking to Anthony about this earlier in the Discord. Like the game itself is pretty weird and unique, and that's why it's been so divisive, because they really tried something different with this game. Like from gameplay wise, it is not an action game. It's kind of an exploratory encyclopedia filling game. Like it's weirdly chill. So I give them a pass for the shitty reviews, because at least they tried something different. Like this is what it is because they went out on a limb and tried something new, and I can respect that. Even
it
if
has scored worse than Indiana Jones. So,
I mean, Indiana Jones is more of a crowd pleaser, I think.
Take that for what you will.
Yeah, this doesn't surprise me that it's scoring worse. Just because it really doesn't seem like my kind of a thing. But it seems like some of the handful of folks that I've read that really did like it are like, yeah, this is weird, but it's really doing it for me. It seems like it's the kind of game that's just not going to be for everybody. So that, again, I like them taking that kind of a swing. Somebody somewhere had an idea, and they went for it, and that's cool. Keep bringing the creativity. I like that.
I worry...
But I'd like to try it.
I just worry that it's going to be
that price.
Too much of a little kid game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's my kind of thing, because it's like it's really about, you know, find this thing and then catalog what it is and why it is, and then do some sort of thing with it, you know? And that seems like it might be kind of interesting, but probably not for me. And that's why I'm not buying it. But I'd like to be able to take the chance on it. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the point that I'm getting to, is like, I like the Yoshi games. I'd like to be able to take a chance on this. And if it was just okay, then I'd be fine with that. But now, if it's going to be just okay at $60, I can't really take that swing. So like, I'm looking at Star Fox, like, yeah, I really want this game, but a super prettier version of Star Fox 64, I've got Star Fox 64. So if I really want to play it, I could just play it, but I wouldn't be playing this fancy new version.
Actually, just play this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fair.
But yes, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is a strange game. And just not to harp on it too much, like, I respect that they took a swing, but is this what you need to be doing right now? Right, because the issue that I'm having with the Switch 2 is that those crowd-pleasing Megaton games aren't coming.
No.
We had Donkey Kong, and to an extent, Pokopia. Like, where's the Mario Odyssey, the Breath of the Wild, the Metroid Dread? Like, where is the big stuff that makes me say, like yes, Switch 2?
Now I'm glad I have one.
Yeah.
Or not glad, because I think you're glad that you have one. I think,
of course, I'm very glad I have one.
I don't regret my purchase, and all I've really played on it is Donkey Kong Bonanza. You know, I thought that game was that fucking good. For me.
Exactly. But I want more of those. I want more of those experiences, you know?
Yeah.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Like, when the Switch happened, they were dropping, like, here, this is such a tangent, but it was like, all right, here's all of our stuff, and we're just coming out guns a-blazing. We're going to bring you the best versions of our properties that you've seen in ages. And even when they were divisive, like for Animal Crossing, like, yeah, a lot of people thought the 3DS game was better. They're wrong. But there are things about the 3DS game that were better, but like, holy crap, there was a lot that was really good about Animal Crossing on Switch, and the fact that got so overlooked. But like Animal Crossing and the Super Mario Odyssey and the Breath of the Wild and the remake of Link's Awakening, for fuck's sake. Like, they were doing so well And even with re-releasing the Wii U games that didn't get the attention that they deserved, that was smart. But they ran the gamut on all that, and now it's
Mario Kart World is not 8 Deluxe. It's just not.
It's not. Exactly. It's just not. But again, I'll give them a pass for taking a swing on something kind of different with Mario Kart. Because how do you follow up 8 Deluxe? Like, you got to do something kind of different.
You have to do something different.
And, they didn't absolutely knock it out of the park, but it's still a great Mario Kart game.
It's very good.
Definitely played the shit out of it and got all, did all the cups and it really enjoyed the single-player game. Like, there was a lot of good stuff there. It was a very good Mario Kart game. But
where's the stuff? Like, because
Bonanza was great. Where's the rest of them? Like,
where's the rest of it?
The system's been out for more than a year. Where's the rest?
Pokopia has done well, and Tamagotchi Life is doing well, but I mean, and maybe this isn't fair, but I would argue they're the same game with a different skin. I know they're not. I know that they're really not.
Tamagotchi Life is its own thing. That's a weird bag of crazy, but also that's a Switch 1 game. That's not a Switch 2 game. It's a Switch 1 game.
Yeah.
That's a feather in the cap for the original Switch. Same with Rhythm Heaven.
Right.
I'm super stoked about that, but I don't need a Switch 2 for that.
No. Yeah. Anyway,
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
they fill the same niche is what I meant. Yeah. I know they're not the same game, but I feel like they occupy a similar space.
If you say so. I don't see that connection at all, but okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I could just be talking out of my ass, but I feel like they occupy a similar...
Talk about this iron lung thing, because I don't know shit about it.
Okay, so who reports it? Bloody Disgusting. I actually really like Bloody Disgusting. It's a cool horror site. Bloody Disgusting reports that Markiplier's horror movie Iron Lung comes home to YouTube this month. Markiplier, the super successful, super popular YouTuber, made a super successful, super popular movie based on this really low budget video game called Iron Lung. The film was self-distributed. He self-financed, self-distributed, made the film for about $3 million, I think is about what he spent on it. Made over $50 million in theaters, which is just fucking crazy with no major studio behind it. And he announced that he is going to be releasing it digitally to YouTube, naturally. That's where Markiplier lives. That's where he makes his money. It will be coming out on YouTube on May 31st. It'll probably be about $20 is what people are estimating. That's because that's just what movies cost on YouTube. But is also going to be a physical edition, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever the fuck. He is making that version as well, so he is also going to self-distribute the film on physical media. It was a great fucking movie. The game is pretty cool. It was a great fucking movie. I love this so much because it's so fucking punk rock in the just kind of massive conglomerate corporate fucking overlord world that we live in. Here's this dude who was like, I'm gonna do a thing, and he did a thing, and then he was like, I'm gonna be the one to put it in the theaters, and he fucking did, and now I'm gonna be the one to put it out on YouTube, and he is, and I'm gonna self-distribute the fucking releases. Like, it's such a DIY old school way of doing shit, and I just love it. It's awesome. And I hope it leads to, like, obviously not everybody's Markiplier, right? Like, Markiplier is a gigantic success on YouTube. And I understand that YouTube is its own corporate world and all of those things. But this is just so fucking cool that he was able to do it. And I'm really excited to watch it again. I thought it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great video game adaptation.
Bleeding Cool. Not to move on too quickly, but, you know, it's getting late. Bleeding Cool reports, Reptile goes invisible with McFarlane's Mortal Kombat Classic figure. So we got an invisible reptile, and we've also got a Sub-Zero. Ice clone Sub-Zero. It's the same figure.
It's this. I love the fact that it is the same. I love that it's a fucking palette swap. And I know people hate that shit. Like, action figure collectors are like, you didn't do any new sculpting or whatever. It's the fucking point.
Yeah, like if you have this in a Sub-Zero figure, you can do like Sub-Zero making his little ice clone.
And they look so good. I love these.
They look pretty good.
I love these.
Pretty solid. Nicely done.
This one, I'm going to need you guys to talk me out of. Toy Arc reports that Final Fight Storm Collectibles Mike Hagar is going up for pre-order. It is on, you can get it at a couple different spots. Big Bad Toy Store or whatever.
It's so good.
It's so good. So this figure, it's a 1/12 scale figure, comes with 4 different heads, 6 pairs of hands, a steel pipe, a bomb, a wooden barrel, and an iron chain. It is a gorgeous fucking figure. It looks so goddamned good. I love.
There's a Cody too.
All of the articulation.
I guess the Cody's pre-existing, like the Cody was already out.
Yes, this is new. This is up for pre-order, but it's $83 fucking dollars.
The bomb and the chain is too funny because it's the continue screen.
It's so good.
Like, what do you mean? When you were reading off the things of a bomb and a chain, I was like, I don't remember getting bombs and chains in Final Fight.
It's the continue screen, and he's making the fucking face.
He's making the face. He's blowing it out. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't talk you out of it.
It's so good.
I am incapable of talking about. Like, this is a good looking Mike Hagar.
Yeah,
it's good looking.
It's great. It's really great. Because like at
if you've got the money, buy it.
I would have already bought it. You know, like which is crazy. That I'm sitting here saying, like, at $50, I would have pre-ordered this fucking 6-inch tall piece of plastic. That's fucking nuts. But without question, that $50 would have dropped it instantly. 83 is like, fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready to start swimming in that water, you know?
Well, I don't know. Wait and see if you can get a knockoff like you did with your Ryu Hayabusa.
Maybe. Come on, AliExpress. Knock that shit off, but like in a good way.
Time Extension reports Mega Wi-Fi brings online play to the Genesis/Mega Drive. A new crowdfunding campaign has gone live for a device which enables the humble Genesis to connect to the internet for online play.
That's cool.
Yeah. No need for an X-band. This is online Genesis stuff, because why not? Never stop tinkering with the Genesis. Keep it going.
I want to play Joe Montana's Sports Talk and Football online. That's what I want to do.
Play some online General Chaos.
Oh,
good call. I haven't played that game in so long. I used to love that game.
I think Jalen Brunson just killed a guy, by the way. He went flying. Yeah, no, General Chaos is fucking great. We might... There's a conversation to be had there. We'll talk about it at some point.
Good enough.
Yeah. Time Extension reports a Sega Rally Nintendo DS prototype has been discovered, created by DC Studios as a pitch demo. It was created to pitch to Sega, along with the footage. Protopia, formerly known as Obscure Gamers, have also shared footage of another pitch demo from the same studio, which is focused on street racing. It comes with a juiced title screen dated 2006, not 2006. Nobody fucking says that. This would mean the demos were created right around the time Sega launched Sega Rally 2006 on the PS2. Predates the release of Sega Rally Revo in September of 2007. The most recent entry in this particular series, the Sega Rally, was in 2008, which was Sega Rally 3. Sega Rally's always been a pretty cool game. I think this would have done well on the DS.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sega Rally's pretty good.
I agree. Not as good as RC Pro-Am, though.
Absolutely not.
To our next story. I mean, I think that a lot of people would actually argue that, but I love RC Pro-Am. Retro RGB reports.
They're wrong. Same people that would probably argue that the Lord of the Rings extended editions are good would argue that Sega Rally's better than Pro-Am. Just being wrong all over the place.
I mean, I would argue that you should go fuck yourself.
I just sit there in your wrongness and be wrong, Chris.
RC Pro-Am NES to SNES conversion is reported by Retro RGB. Our friend Rumbleminze has ported RC Pro-Am to Super NES. And that is noteworthy because RC Pro-Am is fantastic. And playing it somewhere else is also fantastic. I wonder...
RC Pro-Am is fantastic, but is a buggy, flickery piece of shit at times.
I mean, I guess. It is. I wonder about... Like, the sprite flicker isn't completely gone. The thing that I find interesting, and I'd like to talk to Rumbleminze about this one a little bit, because there is an actual 16-bit version of RC Pro-Am. There was one released for Sega Genesis.
Right.
And it has 2 more cars racing with you each time. Right? Instead of it being 4 cars, it's 6. And I wonder if there was ever any consideration of trying to add those extra cars to the Super Nintendo version. Or even just like importing the NES version is really cool, but I feel like it would be pretty cool to try and port the Genesis version to Super NES, because like this was such a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
So when it got ported to Genesis, it was like really weird. But the Genesis version gets so completely overlooked too. Like, Rare Replay had the NES version, not the Genesis version. It's like,
right.
Okay, but the Genesis version is kind of neat.
It's just not as iconic. I don't think it's like, I don't, like you said, I don't think when you say RC Pro-Am, I don't think anybody thinks Genesis first.
Well, right, because it was even named differently. It was called Championship Pro-Am on Genesis, and like people didn't even realize it was the same game.
Yeah.
That's similar with like Snake, Rattle, and Roll got a Genesis port. I think only in Europe, but still, it's those Rare games came out on the platform, and I wonder how possible it would be to get those extra cars involved in the Super NES port of the NES game specifically.
I don't know. Maybe do some vibe coding.
I don't know what that means. I don't want to code my vibes.
You would hate it. You don't want to know.
I would.
Yeah, just be right. Dick.
Yeah. You're up.
Time extension reports. Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Animal Crossing get miniaturized for Game Boy Color. In a brilliant act of demake skill, homebrew coder Richie Wilker has taken Animal Crossing and Castlevania Soten and turned them into Game Boy Color games. Has anybody ever said Soten? Or Soten? I don't think so.
No, I think you're the first.
They definitely shouldn't, but I'm going to keep doing it. Animal Forest GB Folk features villages you can befriend, time-based events, festivals, and minigames, closely mimicking the gameplay of the full Fat series. You can collect fruit, dig for treasure, fish in water, and it looks fucking adorable. Meanwhile, the Soten Game Boy Color demake, also known as The Gospel of Belmont, is a retelling of Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night, recreated and adapted to the limitations of the Game Boy. It is persistent in its layout of the castle. Rooms change in shape as you go back and forth, meaning that it is a true creature of chaos. No run may be the same. This one is impressive. I just don't really care for the way the Belmont sprite looks. The rest of it's really impressive, though. I understand the limitations and all of that. I think the Animal Crossing one looks adorable and great, and this one looks kind of weird. But this is not me shitting on it. That's just like, first impressions. Because I can't do this shit at all. I don't even know how one would begin to go about doing something like this.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I agree with you. The Game Boy Color Symphony of the Night is crazy impressive, but like, in order to keep, I think like it was in order to keep the level design functional, because of the cramped Game Boy screen, everything is very different about it.
It's very different.
Whereas the
super
Animal
impressive
Crossing,
looking.
I think, is... Animal Crossing definitely works better, I think.
Yeah.
They're both pretty cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of pretty cool... surprise! Nintendo Life reports Nintendo has announced a new mobile game.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this thing.
I mean, I don't know. It's WarioWare, but with your own pictures. I'm sure young people will think it's neat, I guess. I don't know. It's called Pictonico, and it's WarioWare, but like you put your pictures in it and it makes your picture do all fucked up shit. So it's like, yeah, okay. I don't know. I watched the trailer for it because I got a notification on my Nintendo Today app, and I was like, yeah, okay. Good for
but
you.
again, I can't have a
interesting.
remake of fucking Kid Icarus. Like, what are we doing, guys? What do you... Push Square reports that next month's State of Play will be broadcast in theaters around the United States, marking the first time Sony has beamed one of its presentations to the big screen since E3 2018. Alamo draft houses around America will open their doors for people to come in. These will be in Raleigh, Los Angeles, the San Francisco Bay Area, Chicago, Dallas, and New York City. Marvel's Wolverine has been confirmed to be shown off here at this State of Play. It is happening Tuesday, June 2nd. It is reported to be between an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. The article warns that we maybe don't want to get too excited that this is going to be in theaters, but it's kind of hard not to think that maybe they have something really fucking awesome to show off because it's going to be in theaters. So,
see, I think they're really onto something with this. Obviously, you don't want to do this all the time.
No.
But for the big summer one, like... Can you imagine if like the big summer Nintendo Direct was a Fathom event? Like,
yeah.
That's kind of cool. That seems like a pretty fun idea.
Yeah, being an audience of other assholes that are there.
Like,
for
let's
the
all go
same
somewhere
reason.
and watch these new trailers on a gigantic screen in a movie theater. That's a fun idea. That's my kind of stupid right there. I like that.
That's the way I want to see farming simulators. I need a Nicole Kidman trailer to come out like farming feels good in a place like this. You know, like that's what I fucking need.
Definitely. Fucking hell.
Harvesting.
This one is now
good.
actually super gaming related, but it was so insane that I just wanted to mention it.
Absurd.
IGN reports Plex announces massive price hike on lifetime subscription plans. Plex has announced a massive price increase on the service's Lifetime Plex Pass. On July 1st, the lifetime subscription option will go from $249.99 to $749.99, an increase of 200%. The price hike will only apply to new subscribers with no changes to monthly or annual subscription pricing. Okay. Like, they're doing a bunch of stuff with it, and it's a lifetime subscription, which is kind of an insane thing in the first place. But, yeah. Fucking hell.
I mean, we have been bitching about...
Woo!
That's a fucking... That's a bold proposition for what you provide, Plex.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
There are other places that do what you do. You know, nobody's watching Plex TV. So, like, you know, yeah, that's... Anyway.
That's all I have to say about it. Just that's a spicy meatball.
That's wild. GameSpot reports that Doom has just received one of the highest cultural honors in the United States. The U.S. Library of Congress has amassed numerous treasures deemed worthy of preservation over the years, and recently the original Doom soundtrack has made the cut. Sitting alongside other cultural artifacts that were added this year, like Beyonce's Single Ladies and Weezer's debut Blue album, Robert Prince's Doom soundtrack is being honored for its part in ID Software's genre-defining first-person shooter. It has been selected as a part of the National Recording Registry. These sound recordings need to be culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant and can be only added 10 years after they were first created. Holy shit.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. That's wild. Like,
agreed.
I like the Doom soundtrack. I don't know that it's a Library of Congress kind of soundtrack, but I don't know. It's good.
I would say that it's certainly culturally significant enough to have earned the spot.
That's fair.
Any hoozles. What's up next here?
This is our final story of the week.
Last but not least, Microsoft hired from Engadget. Microsoft hired an analyst with an influential video game blog to fix Xbox. Matthew Ball is the new chief strategy officer for Xbox ahead of Project Helix. That's pretty cool. Ball is a venture capitalist and tech industry consultant with a well-documented history of analyzing emerging digital economies in the video game market. He was most recently the CEO and founder of Epilon, an advisory firm and digital production house that also runs a large-scale metaverse investment fund, and he publishes regular breakdowns of the industry's biggest players and trends, including an annual State of Gaming report. Ball is the author of The Metaverse, a book beloved by Tim Sweeney, Mark Zuckerberg, Carly Kloss, and not awkwardly at all, former Xbox head Phil Spencer. Well, that's less cool.
Yeah, right? It sounds cool at the beginning, and then you read a little bit, you're like, fuck. God damn it.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I am actually kind of bullish on where I think Xbox is headed. They seem to be, and the dumb joke we made earlier aside of like Xbox is now Xbox. We just changed which letters were capitalized and which weren't. You and I have always said this is better for everybody if there's three. If there's three major companies, that's about what the market can bear at any given time. And Sony should have never purchased Bungie. They should have gone to Microsoft. That's where they're just a Microsoft. They're an Xbox kind of studio. I would argue that Double Fine should not have gone to Microsoft. They should have gone to Sony. There's just some of these companies that sell to the big corpos and become first-party exclusives and whatever. There needs to exist these different companies, though, so that there are options for these things, right? Because if you like that type of game, you want a company that is focused on that particular kind of thing, right? And that's where I want to put my money. That's where I want to play. That's what I want. So I hope they do well. I don't love this guy. I don't love this guy, but I was just thinking, if Microsoft is looking for two other assholes that have had a video game blog / podcast for the last 10, 11 years, I know a couple guys.
Yeah,
maybe steer you in the right direction.
We know what we're doing. We could definitely do this.
I mean, I don't think we could fuck it up any harder than it has been already from any of these companies. Like Sony could have come to us and been like, so Dan, Kris, just running it by you. We're just talking here. We're not definitely going to do it yet, but we're thinking $900 for the PS5 Pro, and you and I would have punched them in the dick. and been like, no, that's not,
Just
don't
taking
do
turns.
that.
I'll take the left testicle, you take the right testicle.
That's right.
Speed bag and be like, look,
Like,
no.
don't fucking do it. You know, I'm just saying, if you need an analyst, there, I analyzed it for you. You announced a giant price hike and it was fucking stupid. There you go. There's your analysis. I analyzed that you're an asshole. Don't do that shit. I'm just saying.
Well, my headphones are dying, so we should take ourselves a break. That's going to wrap things up for week-old news. And we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to check in with the checkpoint. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least two of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
Hi everyone, Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast. All right, everybody, we are back, and we're old, so we're tired. And I just watched a video of somebody putting overalls on a dog, and it was very cute. So that means it's time to check in with the checkpoint.
Checkpoint!
This is where Dan and I talk about what's been going on in our lives, and I got to tell you. My stomach is in kind of a weird position because I've been eating much better for a little while now, for a couple of months. And that's been working out really well for me. But, so we're covering Mortal Kombat II for the movie podcast, Theater Near You.
Yeah.
We're recording that episode on Sunday night. And it's actually just going to be me and Paul instead of me, Paul, and Sean, because while Sean did agree to do the podcast, he didn't remember at the time that he did agree that we would do the podcast on this date that he was not going to be in the country when that happened. So it is just going to be me and Paul.
It's going to make it difficult to record.
Yeah, a little bit. So it's just going to be me and Paul. And I wanted to go out and see the movie, and I thought to myself, I wonder if the kids would be interested, because I showed the kids the original 90s Mortal Kombat movie, and they really liked it.
Reptile. Fucking love that shit.
Yeah, it's so good. And I thought to myself, like, I mean, this movie looks really fun. I don't know how much it's going to require having seen the first one.
Right.
Because the first one's not very good.
It's a fine movie. I think it's an awful Mortal Kombat movie.
Having just rewatched it, I would disagree. I don't think it's a fine movie at all. I think it's a pretty shit movie.
I saw it when it came out and remember thinking, that was all right. It's not a good Mortal Kombat movie, but it was okay.
There were certainly things about it that's kind of how I felt about it the first time. But really going back and watching it really suffers from not giving you any reason to give a single shit about any character besides Cole, who's not very likable to begin with.
Yeah.
So,
and who's not a Mortal Kombat character.
Exactly. So you've got the Scorpion and Sub-Zero stuff that starts off the movie with a bang. That's really cool. But then that becomes the subplot to the Cole stuff, and it just Sonya and Jax and Liu Kang and Kung Lao, they just all show up with no backstory.
Yep.
So you don't get to know them or care about them at all. And that's just how the movie goes. Like, okay, and now a bunch of stuff's going to happen. Kano's entertaining, and that's it.
I did like Kano. He's good.
He's very entertaining. He's not the kind of character that needs a big backstory. He's just entertainment. But like Shang Tsung has
a charming rogue.
Indeed. A charming piece of shit rogue.
Yeah.
Like Shang Tsung has none of the charisma of I don't remember his name, the guy that did him in the original movies. My God, like he was so good to watch. He was a fantastic villain. He was creepy when he needed to be. He just had a great voice for it. And this dude who's doing Shang Tsung and the new ones he's fine. Sony's
he's
fine. Like, but they don't bring anything. And God, did they waste Goro? Like, holy shit. Goro wasn't even a character. He just showed up in a scene, fought Cole, and then got his guts spilled. Like,
oh, fuck,
damn.
he wasn't that.
Yeah. God damn. Exactly. I
totally forgot
everything about that movie until I rewatched it. With the exception of the Scorpion and Sub-Zero stuff, I forgot just about everything about that movie. But I wanted to rewatch it before watching the second one, and I'm glad I did, because the second one really does... It's such a better movie. But I think one of its weakest points is that it did have to follow that first one. So, like,
right,
it had to follow up on the things that happened in the first movie, and it's the same Shang Tsung. Cole is still there. Is he? Yeah, he's in the movie, and not just like as a cameo. He is a part of the movie still.
Because was he in any of the trailers?
Very, very, very briefly.
I don't even remember him. I just remember looking at Carl Urban and being like, Billy Butcher, where's your beard? Yeah. Why haven't you said cunt yet? That's weird.
Oh, boy. He was fun to watch. No, really, this movie was about him and Katana.
Nice.
Another new character for this movie, and they were both done
fucking love Carl Urban.
Well.
Man, I want to be Carl Urban when I grow up.
He's great. So, but anyway, I thought about taking the kids, and then Evan was able to get the movie on the Plex, so I didn't have to go to the theater to see it and spend the money. So I was like, all right, well, we don't need to go to the theater now, so I guess I can cancel the movie plans, because the kids were like, sure, I'll go see it, but then not really. Like, they were like upset about not seeing it. They really just were like, sure, free trip to the movies, why not?
Yeah, we'll go see
to
it, movie.
I guess. Except John didn't want to go once he found that it was rated R, which I thought was really funny. It's like, dude, you've seen rated R movies before. We've watched them on movie night. And he's like,
yeah,
it's okay, dude. It's okay. But either way, but Ellie had a really bad day at school. So the idea was I was going to take Ellie, when John backed out, I was just going to take Ellie, and then the two of us were going to go to dinner.
Yeah.
And she really likes going to Chili's. And, we talked about this recently on the show, how Chili's is aggressively mediocre, and that's exactly what you want. So since she had a bad day, I was like, fuck it. We're just going to go out to dinner. The two of us, you and me, we're going to go out to Chili's and have ourselves a night. And
that's right.
We did.
Ellie, I am going to take you to the Lord of the Rings of fast casual establishments.
She loves the cheese pull on those mozzarella sticks. And,
oh, boy.
She just, like, the fact that her glass of water comes in like a beer mug, she thinks is the coolest thing in the world. Like,
Chili's
she loves
is great.
That shit. Yeah, Chili's is great. But man, I can't eat it the way I used to. I just can't. I felt so incredibly stuffed from eating less than half of what I normally would have eaten at a Chili's.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing, like, for my overall health. But also, like, there was a twinge of sadness to the fact that, like, I can't do this anymore.
I can't eat like a fat piece of shit. God damn it.
I just can't pull it off the way that I used to. And that was one thing. And also, just, God, it was worth it, because at the end of the night, we got home and she's getting ready for bed. And before she goes up to bed, she gives me this big hug and she looks at me and says, "Thanks for taking me out to dinner after I had a bad day." I'm like, oh. That was it. That crushed my heart. That was it.
That's all you need.
All the stomach problems that followed were absolutely worth it.
Yeah. I had some of those this week too. Oh boy.
And Chili's didn't it didn't wreck me, but it was like, it definitely threw me off of my game because I've been eating very well.
Right.
And that really threw me off my game a bit. So I was like, all right, I'm going to make sure I have a nice small lunch. I'm going to make up for it today, keep things simple, and, just kind of get myself back on track. But then my mom showed up. So first off, she didn't just show up. She texted me right as I was getting ready to make my salad for lunch. She's like, have you eaten lunch yet? I said, I'm about to. She's like, don't. Okay.
We're going to Chili's. Fuck. All right.
She shows up at my door. She's been talking about this new empanada place that opened up right by her house and how we both need to go sometime. So she just showed up with a bunch of giant empanadas. It's like, here you go. Let's have lunch. I was like, fuck yes. I love me a good empanada.
Fuck yeah.
And, man, these were good. They were pretty good. She got, so the place only does specific flavors each day. Like they'll do 4 or 5 kinds each day, and like that's it. That's what they do that day, and then the next day they'll do something different. They're only open for a few hours a day. The ones that we got were cheesesteak, chicken fajita, and buffalo chicken. I'm not a huge buffalo chicken guy, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah.
The cheesesteak one and the chicken cheesesteak one, very good. The chicken fajita one was mind blowing. That one was fucking nuts. But we couldn't tell which one was which. Like they just put all 4 of them in in the container and then sent my mom on her way, and we couldn't tell which one was which. So we chopped them all in half so we could look at them and figure it out from there. And then when we were done, I was looking at them like what was left because we saved, because we weren't going to eat all of these things. They were huge empanadas. And I was like, did you notice there was writing on those, on the empanadas? It's like, I wonder what this says. The flavor's written on them, like fried into it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Never seen that before. The flavor's fried right into it. Like, that's fucking genius. Oh, loved it. Man, oh man. That was good, but it really threw off my tummy. So I need to get back in business.
We have an Ecuadorian place around here that does empanadas, and they do a guava and mozzarella empanada. That is, I'm not a huge guava fan. Like it has to be in a real specific situation for me to get on board with guava. And boy, is this empanada the exact fucking situation. It is so goddamned good. This place it's called K Rica's. It's in fucking Collingswood, I think. It's incredible. But we just if I can jump into your tummy troubles. As we know, or as some of us know, I had an emergency gallbladder removal a few years ago, which was fucking fun. And for a little while after that, if I had heavy dairy, whole milk, that sort of thing, I damn near shit my pants every time. And it was like, well, fuck, I got to switch from whole milk to fucking skim milk. We dropped all the way down, and I had to recondition my body to eat like a piece of shit again. And I've gotten there, thankfully. I'm not going to let fucking life win. Eat a dick. I'm fucking going to eat what I want. So I found the next level though. I leveled up on Thursday for the kid's birthday, because we went to Red Lobster, and we were going to stop at this Mexican ice cream place in town. And we did not stop at the Mexican ice cream place. First, we made a quick pit stop to the house, because Red Lobster is now the next boss that I need to defeat, because boy, did that not go well for me. I have not had to run into the house and be like, fuck out of the way, fuck off, everybody move. It's coming out. The fuck out of here. It was a fucking situation that was literal seconds away from a disastrophe. It was
photo finish.
Oh boy, was it. Man, it really fucking was. It was, boy. I mean, and Red Lobster is fucking great. It's incredible.
I love Red Lobster.
I love Red Lobster
I eat there
too, man.
every year for my birthday. That's it. I only go once a year, but I go once a year.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the shit out of it.
Because the kids wanted to go to Cheesecake Factory. And I hate going to Cheesecake Factory.
I've only eaten there once, and I did not care for it.
The cheesecake is incredible. They do what they're good at, right? The rest of the menu is way too fucking big. You're not making any of that shit back there. You can't have a menu that thick and actually be fucking cooking any of it. You know what I mean? It's all prepackaged shit in bags and whatever. I know most places are like, but it's also so expensive that I just can't enjoy it. It's the four of us going to Cheesecake Factory is such an expense that I'm miserable, right? I don't like food when it's that much money, if it's going to be fucking Cheesecake Factory. Like, if we're going to, you know, a fucking steakhouse in the city, or, you know, when Tiff and I, a number of years ago, went to Alex Guarnaschelli's restaurant in Manhattan, like, we went to Butter, and that was crazy expensive. Like, okay, but the food was actually worth it. This is
right. It's still fine dining. Yeah,
it's still
shit.
Cheesecake Factory at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I understand some people fucking love it, and I'm not shitting on people who think it's great and fancy and all of those things. It's just not for me. But it was their birthday. I would have gone if that's where they wanted to go. But Tiff was like, you know, though, where Dad does like, Dad likes Red Lobster, and the kids were like, fucking yes. Let's do Red Lobster. And everybody's food was fucking great. Our waitress, her name was Tammy. So I got surf and turf, right? I'm going to get a steak and I'm going to get a lobster tail. Tiff got the feast.
Yeah, that's what I almost always get is the ultimate feast. Yeah.
Yeah. Penn got salmon and lobster and crab leg, and like there was a little trio thing that she got, and Roddy also got the surf and turf because he's a man, you know, and we all like shared in like, ooh, try a shrimp and try the scampi and try a crab leg and have this, and you know, I got the baked potato and the bacon mac and cheese as the sides, and like just, I mean, eating like a fucking piece of shit, but incredible, absolutely worth the fucking money. Fuck yeah, Red Lobster. Let's do that all the time. However, let's maybe stop and hit the bathroom before we leave. Because then we did go to the Mexican ice cream place, and it's this tiny little like place, and it's all homemade ice cream, and it's fucking incredible. I got Abuelita, the Mexican hot chocolate style ice cream. Unreal. Fucking unreal. Loved it. But oh boy, Chris. Oh boy. Not sexy. There was nothing sexy about the waddle that I had to do in the house.
My birthday is officially less than a month away.
That's right. I'll fucking take you to Red Lobster. When are we going?
I don't know. Sometime around my birthday.
Sounds good.
Very excited.
Anyway, back to your story. Because I haven't played shit. No, I've been working.
That was my story. Yeah, I didn't play much this week. Put a bunch more time into Earthbound.
Other than that, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. We have a whole show for that.
We got 2 weeks away.
I finished the Mario Wonder DLC. I was wonderful.
Nice.
Pun very much intended. No, the new bosses are all great. They're really great. I wish their placement in the worlds was better. Like, I wish they were incorporated into like, okay, now you do this after you do the dumb airship thing.
Right.
Because the airship levels are all good, except then you do this really stupid quote unquote boss battle thing that's like a few seconds long. And if they had just thrown these levels in, like, not that you do them in the middle of each world, but you do them at the end of each world, that would really just have structurally made it perfect.
Yeah.
But they are great. They are the kind of creative boss battles this game was missing the whole time. It's fantastic.
Do you still feel like this should have been the game? Like, this shouldn't have been DLC. This should have just been what Wonder was?
Yes, for sure. And I kind of understand. This doesn't seem like this DLC seems like a course correction. more than like we had this planned from the get-go, because like what this should have been is that like not specifically this should have been an all along exactly as is. These battles are what the Bowser Jr. fights should have been. That's all. Mm-hmm. Like the Bowser Jr. battles are fine, but they're nowhere near this kind of imagination should have been what the bosses were all along, because the whole game is filled with this crazy imagination. And then the Bowser Jr. battles are fine. Yeah. And then the airship things are just meh. These are just like really, really creative and very interesting. Even when they're not that hard, they're really interesting. Mm-hmm. And that's what they should have been to begin with. The multiplayer stuff I could take it or leave it. It's sure. It's cool.
That's
it's
not
fine.
What you're here for.
Tack that on as DLC all you want. That's fine. But the extra stuff in single player, adding Rosaline as a character that functions completely unique, adding the 2-player assist mode with the Luma is cute, and the Koopaling fights are just really, really cool. Yeah, it was all this game was missing, and it's great.
How much is it now? Like, if I wanted to jump in, because I am still... That's one of the few 2D Mario games that has kind of piqued my interest over the years. If I wanted to jump in now and get, like, the full experience...
Oh, so you're looking to get Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus plus Meetup in Bella Bell Park.
What a fucking terrible ass name. Super Mario Brothers Wonder Complete. Let's just go with that.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder, the physical edition for Nintendo Switch 2 is $79.99.
It's just not worth that to me. Is it worth $80? Is it an $80 game in your opinion? Boy, that was a no. I know for the audio-only listeners, you didn't see the fucking kick in the dick that Kris just got, but...
For me, personally, I would swallow it, but I would not be thrilled about it.
Yeah.
Because I love 2D Mario games. So, like, this is right up my alley, and it's such a wonderful game. But, man, if you're not really into this... I mean, the regular... Yeah... The regular game's $60, and the upgrade pack is $20. So, like, no matter how you slice it, it's $80.
That's just a lot.
It's too much. It's like I would 70.
At 70. This is the Mike Hagar conversation. At $50, I bought that yesterday.
Yeah. $60. 100%. $60, this would be an absolute recommend. But like 80, that's a rough. It was that kind of. I have gotten $80 worth of joy out of it because I've now played through this entire thing twice.
Right,
and that's a decent bang for my buck as far as like value proposition for the amount of time and joy I've gotten out of it. But man, it's just.
Is it $20 better than Bonanza?
No.
Yeah, you know what, like, and it's not a Switch 2 game. It's a Switch game.
The Meetup in Bella Bell Park is. That is only on Switch 2.
Right.
So, like, the version with the super good boss battles is only on Switch 2, and that you can only get for $80. You can get the regular game, which is still great, for $60. And that's a solid price right there. But like, geez, that this other content is unnecessarily locked to Switch 2 is kind of annoying, and the fact that it's the price that it is not spectacular.
Those are some weird Nintendo decisions.
Like, is it priced by the word? Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meetup in Bella Bell Park. Is that why it's so expensive? Because there's so many fucking words? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tough value proposition because it makes a phenomenal game even better. But it's like
Yeah.
It's a spicy meatball if you're jumping in right from the get-go. If this is how you're jumping into it, it's $80. Really?
Yeah. For a 2D Mario? Maybe we have Wonder? I don't know if we do. If we have Wonder, I think I might drop the $20 because I am like I don't know that this fits into my weird corner of Mario fandom. Like I don't know that it's the Super Mario Brothers 2 Land and Wonder. I don't know that they occupy the same corner, but I feel like they might.
It's a different kind of weird, but it's also like some of the things that, especially early in the game, the wonder effects that happen where you'll just be like standing on you'll get a wonder flower and everything's going fucking weird, and then you stand on a pipe and it starts slithering like a snake and busts out eyeballs. It's like, okay, that's really weird. And then a talking flower is like, well, that was weird.
Yeah, see, like okay. I feel like that kind of like that and Tatanga. I feel like that's all kind of
Yeah, it's. I don't know that this is 100% that, just because like gameplay wise, it is very traditional Mario. It feels a little bit more gameplay, more like Mario 3 than Mario 2, but it's also it's a joyous game to look at. It's so expressive. When you that kind of stuff, like when you go into a pipe and like he does the cartoon thing where like he jumps in the pipe and the hat floats in the air behind, and then his hand pops out of the pipe and grabs the hat. Like, yeah,
like that's fun.
It's got that personality to it, which is what I like about, like, that's the kind of personality I want out of Mario games.
Yeah.
How goofy half the characters look as elephants. It's like, okay, sure, why not?
Yeah.
But it also has a few drawbacks, like this Prince Florian character talks and talks and talks, and that's kind of annoying.
Does he actually talk, or does he do fucking gobbledygook?
It doesn't even gobbledygook. It's like, it's more like a step before that where they just like make a sound like, and then there's a paragraph.
Okay, like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it doesn't do the whole gobbledygook Animal Crossing thing. Like, it doesn't do that. And like Bowser's whole thing, like Bowser's plot in this one is that he got the Wonder Flower and turned himself into a floating castle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
love that.
Fucking weird.
Love that.
It. And it's so musical. That last boss fight against Bowser, and that was, I guess that's part of what makes these Koopaling battles seem so like something they were missing, because that last Bowser fight is really fascinating. It's music themed. It's very, very cool. And these Koopaling battles are, they're just like that kind of stuff that you always kind of wanted out of the Koopalings.
Yeah.
When they debuted in Mario 3. Like, when they did that in Mario 3, those battles were great for a Mario boss battle,
Yeah, they were so different and individual to the Koopalings. And
yeah, each one had a little distinct personality. One could shake the ground, and Wendy had the rings.
And it was fun.
And it was fun. And they kind of continued that in Mario World, and then Yoshi's Island really knocked it out of the park with boss battles, right? Yoshi's Island boss battles were all crazy creative. And then, like, 2D Mario games just kind of stopped with that. Whereas you look at boss battles and stuff like Super Mario Galaxy, holy shit, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But do you look at the new Super Mario Brothers boss battles, like, well, this is certainly fine.
Yeah.
Like, okay, jump on their head 3 times and move on with your life. Like, Bowser Jr. boss battles are never very interesting. And even when you get in Wonder and you're fighting him with Wonder powers, it's like, okay, well, the screen's upside down. Neat, but like, then you get these things with the Koopalings, and like Wendy turns herself into a giant fish and is like flopping all over the place. Or
that's fun.
Like Ludwig, what is it? Lemmy or Larry turns himself into this weird long-necked plant creature, and like they do these goofy things where they transform themselves, and then like it wraps into the levels that are around him. Like Morton turns himself into this gigantic marionette thing, and you see in front of the screen, almost like Mystery Science Theater style, you see in front of the screen these 2 Lakitus pulling the cables, moving him around. Like, he's this giant marionette in the background, and in front of you is the characters that are moving him around. It's like, it's really cool. That's the kind of stuff that the whole game kind of exuded to begin with.
Yeah.
And, so this really ties it together, but the price is really the hardest pill to swallow, I'd say. I saw Mortal Kombat 2.
Time out real quick.
Yeah?
Roddy just said he has to call me, and I don't know why, because he's upstairs.
You're all the way out there.
I'm down here.
Yeah.
One of their friends needs to leave. Okay, hold on. I didn't know I was taking this kid home.
Well, you do now.
Oh, okay. 5 minutes. All right, Chris, you got 5 minutes.
I can wrap this up in 5 minutes. I saw Mortal Kombat 2. I thought it was super fun. How much do you want me to spoil this? Like,
not at all. I'm going to watch it this weekend.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Then I won't spoil any of it. I thought
we'll talk about it next week, though.
Vastly superior to the first one. Not a high bar.
No.
The only other thing I would like to mention is that I'm a little cheesed at Atari right now because I pre-ordered Bubsy 4D, and I told Lucas at Nintendo Force that I was getting the game and that I'd love to review it, and so I got assigned the review, and the game hasn't even shipped yet.
What the fuck?
I got the let's see where it's at right now. I got the label was created on what was it? Wednesday. So the shipping label was created on Wednesday. And my order as of right now, track shipment as of yesterday, it was still just in label created. Like that was as far as we got.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I pre-ordered this thing.
Yeah,
it still says label created. So I contacted Atari and was like, so what's going on with this? I'm reviewing this for Nintendo Force magazine. I would like to get this as soon as possible. What's going on? And they're like, yeah, we're going to be sending those out in the next couple of days. Like, no, I pre-ordered this so that I could get it.
Please. So I could have it the day it came out.
Yeah,
because I could just buy it right now.
What are we doing here? And I said, well, like, all right, so can you put me in touch with whatever department handles review codes? Because I'm going to have a deadline on this. I'd like to get through this game as soon as possible. And they were like, oh, what was their response? It was complete and utter insanity. It made absolutely no sense to me.
Was it just fuck you?
We understand that you'd like to receive a key for the game to review, and believe us, we would love to see you review our product. While we always strive to enhance our community involvement and appreciate your request, unfortunately, we do not offer keys for such purposes at this time. What does that mean? You don't offer that. Well, I know that means no, but like, we don't offer review codes for reviews? Like, that's the purpose. I told you what the purpose is. What is that sentence supposed to mean?
I already bought the game from you, dickheads.
Yes, I purchased the game. I need to get started on it for review. Could you just put me in touch with the department that handles this kind of stuff? And that was their response. And then I,
that's weird.
Requested again and never heard back. And then I reached out to Febreze, the company that made it, directly, and they haven't heard back. And I'd love to reach out to Stephen Frost again with Digital Eclipse and see if he could help me out in some way, shape, or form. But like, I don't want to like exhaust all of my contacts on getting this Bubsy game I already paid for. Right? Maybe I'll try and because I'd reach out to the guys at Twist Provisions that hooked me up with the. Like, what was it? I talked to the guys that did Adventure of Samsara. I talked to the guys at Choice Provisions for Breakout Beyond. Been like, but they don't work specifically for Atari, so I don't know how else to try and get a review code.
Can you buy the game and then just return the one that comes in?
Well, that's just it. It's not. Nobody has it. Like, I can't go into the store and buy a physical copy because nobody has it. Yeah. Like, what stores are carrying the hot new Bubsy game? Like, Best Buy isn't. Like, I can order them from them, but they're going to ship them out too. So it's still not going to show up within the next couple of days. So, Feh. I'm not thrilled about that. If it doesn't, if I don't see an update on Monday, I'm going to have to talk to Lucas about it, because I think somebody else on staff got a review code for it. So, but like through Fabraz, not through Atari.
Right.
And I think they reached out to me and said, like, hey, do you need this? I said, well, I mean, I think I'm going to be doing the review, but I don't need it because I pre-ordered the game physically. So that review code should go to somebody who just wants to play the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll throw it in the Discord and be like, hey guys, so my physical copy is still not here. If the digital code is still up for grabs, I'd like to have it so I can get started on this, because I want to start playing it.
I want to actually give it the time it needs.
Yeah. I'm thankful I hear it's not very long, which is great. But also I'd like to play it. It's getting mixed reviews too. Like, some people are saying it's like one of the worst 3D platforms they've ever seen, and then other people are like, this game's fantastic. What the hell are you talking about? So I'm very curious about what I'm going to think of it, because, like, man, some people are hating on it, and then other reviewers are just like, wow, this is actually really fun. I thought the demo was pretty fun. So
are they hating it because it's Bubsy, or are they hating it because it's actually a bad game?
One way to find out. Wait till my fucking copy shows up in the mail. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Yep. I have to go drive children home.
Well, in that case, that is our show. Join us next time for the SAG Cartoon Express. Get your poles in position, bitches. We're going to be watching Pole Position. What episode was it? I just posted this in the Discord. Go there and go to Cartoon Express. It is Pole Position. Love that there's a Pole Position cartoon. Oh, season 1, episode 1. The Code.
Code.
There you go. Watch that. We'll be talking about it next week. I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. We are on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. Excuse me. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows in the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked to it in the show notes. It helps keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making this show listenable for all you folks. We'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. And I'd like to apologize for my weird shoulder twitch. I don't know, I've been cracking my shoulder constantly. I can't stop doing it, and it's driving me nuts. But that's something to talk to my therapist about. That's it. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep playing games.
Boom.